Oh my word, I just nearly ran my dog over. As you can see, my office door opens outwards. And I was just about to, my engine was just about to finish. I realized I didn't have any water. So I was like, oh, quick, go get some water. So I like flew out the door and he was lying on the other side of it and just jumped out of the way. Scared the absolute life of him. He's all right. He's under my desk. My word. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you're all well. My apologies to Pepper, but he's all good. He's all good. He's happy. Right, let's sort this out. Hang on, I think we're a bit too zoomed, don't you? Like that, maybe. That'll do, wouldn't it? You happy with that? I think we're happy with that. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Hey, James. Hey, Tim. Hey, Scott. Hey, Steamo. Hey, Strofan. That's definitely how you're supposed to say that. That's how I'm going to say it. Hey, it's Smith. Welcome in. Hey, Formula Yoshi. Hey, Ty Stocks. Hey, Other Scott. Hey, Beaming. Hey, Safso. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're all well. All right. Well, there we go then, guys. So, create series Clipbook. Let's do it, shall we? Let's start the video intro as we mean to go on. Wait, am I a bit? I feel like I'm a little bit. Ah!
Dan Hall 1995 just subscribed
That's
on
all right.
Twitch.
I'm fine. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate the Twitch Prime stuff. Sub. He is now 18 months subscribed. Absolutely huge for the Prime. Thank you, Dan. So, create a series then at COTA, and straight away, I've got an apology to make. To be honest, if you watch my race, I was a bit of a moaning myrtle in that race. I think I sort of accidentally reverted to my previous mentality, I suppose. I've been super positive this season, been really enjoying it, but definitely a little bit moan heavy in COTA, moaning about some of the racing, moaning about my strategy, moaning about the safety cars. Yeah, bit of a moaning myrtle. So my apologies for that. More positivity will return in the future. I think what happened is I think I concentrated on the result. Having said at the start, oh, let's see how I do without practice, I think that naturally made me want to see how I did. That naturally made me want to perform well. So then obviously a track like COTA, which is difficult to overtake, and obviously with the weird strategy situation that happened, which we'll get into in a bit, just maybe a bit moany. So my apologies for that. We'll make it more positive in the future. Let me get my notes up. There we go. Beautiful. So also on the live stream, we had a couple of comments. First of which was about the safety cars. I think calling me a hypocrite, maybe, talking about the safety cars. You know, I was sort of like moaning about them. You got to bear in mind that I come at it primarily from a fun/content point of view, right? The reason I do create series, the reason I give up my Saturday night is because A, I want to have fun, and B, I want you guys to have fun watching it. So the safety car that was happened at the end of the race actually benefited my result. Right, so that gets the whole, you know, oh, Alex just wants a safety car, benefits him situation out the window, because I had a better result. There was no way I was getting P3 without that late safety car, and I got P3. But I think that was a worse finish than it would have been. I genuinely would much rather not have that safety car. Obviously, we know I went all in on the strategy for that safety car, but it just didn't work out for me, which is absolutely fine. I was genuinely excited, though, to see if I could have made up for that strategy with much fresher tyres than everyone around me, and I was going to have a really positive end to the race. I was going to push like hell and try and catch people.
On Twitch.
Unfortunately, though, we didn't get that. We didn't. It just bunched everyone up. I had slightly worse tyres than people around me, and it just ended up being a negative end to the race, despite being a better result than otherwise would have been. So that's kind of my mentality towards safety cars. I want them to promote good content. For me personally, I feel like they detract from the content a lot of the time, just by making the cars artificially closer. I personally don't find that better content, but I know I'm the minority on that. So that was my situation on the strategy. Someone also called me a hypocrite about the racing. We'll get into that in a little minute when we watch some clips. But I just want to talk briefly about strategy. I gotta say, credit where it's due. Mr. Daly absolutely smashed the strategy. Ben Timbermodic smashed it. And that's not very often. In fact, that might be the first time I've ever said that about Ben Daly. But he smashed it. There's no get around it. He saw that the hard tyres were bad, so wanted to get them out of the way early doors, despite it being brutal for his race start. I think he went from, where did he qualify? Maybe 4th or 5th? Dropped down to like 11th? Terrible, but then that put him in a good situation for the rest of the race. He was looking like a nailed-on P3, and yes, okay, it's only P3, but Lolly and Karim were very quick. But I feel like had pretty much the right strategy. Definitely with hindsight, the right strategy, knowing that there's almost certain to be safety cars, which is normally the Ben's go-to strategy. I think my strategy was okay. if I picked when Karim and Vince and co pit. I think that would have worked quite nicely for me because then bear in mind I saved some soft ties in quali. I did that on purpose. So I did everything right up to the point of not pitting there and going all in for that late safety car. And then obviously the safety car came at a time when, although I had fresh softs, I wasn't really able to use them. So yeah, just didn't really work out for me too well, but it was an interesting strategic race. So I would quite like to see that wild card back, especially at a track like that that's got lots of different tyre strategies. Looks like Nell's locking me in behind. Now, I've got Pepper in here. How did you peer as well? It's because I almost ran him over with a door. He did what he wants. But if he's happy in here, it's because he laid the other side of the door and obviously it opens outwards. So I flew out the door and he smashed it into him with the door. Poor Pepper. It's all right. It's all right. Little intuition there. Anyway, I was done with strategy anyway. Daily love before GTA 6. I know, right? I know, right? Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. Am I hearing correct? Everyone's in shock. Honestly, I got respect for it. Like, it wasn't... sometimes you luck into a good strategy, and there's always a bit of luck in creating series of strategy. We know that. But it wasn't that. Like, he just nailed it. He just got the strategy right. He had connection issues in quali. Potentially, he lucked into that because he didn't go out there and do some laps on softs, but maybe his AI did for him. I'm not too sure. But anyway, like I said, regardless, he got it right. Despite how bad it was looking after that first stint, he very much got it right. Hey, Squeeze, welcome in. They had to kiss and make up. They got 2-player career. Well, don't say that too soon. We've got an incident review in just a second. You're not drunk, are you, with the credit to Ben? Very good. Strat was okay when it wasn't bad. What, my strat? Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it was a good strat. If I boxed Ben Vince box, my strategy was good as well. Mine would have been equally as good. I'd have had brand new softs at the end. I'd have kind of attacked. Obviously, it meant I would have been slightly behind, but I would have been P4 on the restart with softs. I think I would have had a good chance to win that race if I just boxed a little bit earlier, but it's just the Creative Series RNG for you. Anyway, right, let's move on. Yeah, so let's look at some incidents, shall we? So the first thing I want to look at is Ben Daly's send. Now, I called this live. I wasn't very happy about it. I thought it was overly ambitious and just the classic Bailey the Ben Daly send. The reason I don't like these sort of moves, which we'll see in a second, is because if everyone does it, the racing is terrible. I like the sort of racing that if everybody raced exactly how you just raced, the racing would be really high quality. That's the kind of racing I like. Unfortunately, a lot of Ben's moves are the opposite of that. I think Ben would be very annoyed if the moves that he pulls on other people were pulled on him. So, unfortunately, we haven't got Ben's POV, but we've got my POV, and then we've got Safso's POV. But unfortunately, Ben, because of his internet issues, wasn't able to stream. So we're not able to get Ben's POV, sadly. But we'll grab it up anyway. Hold on a second. Where was it? It was when he was on softs. Okay. Here we go. Let's go grab it. There we go. He's ahead now. So it was here. Here we go. Here we go. It was here. So obviously we were being, I don't know, losing a bit of time for sure. Me and Safso staying side by side. You can see Ben just managed to get Fabio through that last corner. I also haven't got my replay, by the way. I haven't even got my replay. So literally me and Safso's POV is all I've got, unless Safso's got his replay, I suppose. Anyway, nice race with me and Safso. So you didn't quite see him. Do I look behind again? No, I don't. You can't quite see him. There we go. So that's obviously Fabio back there. He's kind of looking inside as well. Ben is here right now, and I don't believe he's got a particularly better exit than us because he was stuck behind us. Let me check that. Yeah, I think so. He was stuck behind us. Let's go again. 165, 187, 165. Okay, slightly better exit. That's 120. So he's about a tenth. He's about a tenth back or so as we hit the brakes. I think it's the next corner. There he goes, just there. Gonna go to the inside, right? Obviously, completely entitled to go for this inside. If it's open, might go for it. He knows he's got better grip. Absolutely fine to go for it. What I don't like about it is that he has no intention, despite coming from behind, 3 wide up the inside, has no intention of even leaving one cars width. I really don't like this kind of racing because, again, we can all race like that. I could go charge at the inside people with no intention to leave any room like this, 3 wide. I don't care if you guys crash or get pushed off. I don't care. I'm coming through. We can all race like that. It's just terrible. It's just bad racing. It's dirty racing. So, yeah, he's got more grip. I'm not surprised he goes for it a little bit, but he just breaks too late here. Look, he's not even alongside me at this point. Safso's alongside me, but Ben is not alongside me. So, look, still not. And now he's brake late. I've started braking. Now he brake late. Now he's alongside me. You see what I mean? He's now only just got alongside me. Super, super late. So I'll leave play the room here. Safso, you can see he's backing out of it. He sees it all coming. And Ben there, having launched up the inside, just goes massively deep. And look, there's literally no room for any cars on the exit, despite the fact he came from behind 3 wide. You're not planning to leave any room, really, when you're 3 wide. I don't like this racing at all. Super unfortunate. I'm not expecting him to... I'm not even necessarily expecting him to, like, stop and, like, perfectly leave 3 cars width, because that is tricky when you're going for it, you know. I get it, but leaving none is just crazy. It just pushes me out the way there and just goes deep. So I don't like it at all. We'll have a look at Safso's POV if I can grab it. But yeah, it's I didn't like it at the time. I moaned about it at the time. It's just to me, it's just bad racing. It's just bad racing. Let's go find Safso's POV. Hold on. Yeah, the best strat, not Ben. Just don't turn up. Safso's got the goated strat. Just don't turn up. Just sit at home. What was it that Lolly was saying, Razin, that you were out looking for a girlfriend? But you're not going to be able to find one? Was that what he said? Something to that effect in Italian? Okay, let me grab up the Greatest Series sheet. Hopefully it's been done. I don't know if it has been done or not. Go and find Safso's clip. If not, we'll go to his... I can never find... Here we go. It's in weekly race notes for some reason, not in the F1 section. All right, what have we got? Texas, here we go. Let's hope it's on here. What lap are we on here? We are on lap 12. Don't know if it is. End of lap 12. No, hang on. That's fine. Let's go grab it.
Something you'd send it that much.
Just park the bus.
Okay, no issues with...
All right. Go. Here we go. Yeah, so I actually don't know how Safso let me alongside here. Oh, he has a big slide, of course. Oh, he gets hit by Fabio. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's just go back to here. I love his overlay, by the way. Fabio goes for a sort of accidental late send there. Oh, his overlay actually hides the arrow, though. Do you see that? Okay, it was always a bit of a lunge from Fabio because, look, he's nowhere near. He's just outbraked himself. He's 4/10 back hitting the brakes. But look, the red proximity arrow is there for quite a while. He doesn't react to it. I think his overlay hides it a little bit. But yeah, anyway, that compromised him. But then here, I don't know how he lets me get up the inside. Honestly, I don't know how that happened. But anyway, that almost let me get the move down. But unfortunately, my racecraft was not on point. Where's Ben? So Ben's not even alongside Safso yet. Into a corner that's barely a braking zone. Is he insane? Look. I thought he was at least alongside Safso. That's mental. Ben wasn't even alongside Safso. Look, you can just about see him in the mirror here in the bottom left. Look, just about. Oh, my God. It actually doesn't look as bad from Safso's POV, to be fair. Doesn't. I mean, obviously, if it helps that Safso saw it coming and braked super early. He sees it coming, but yeah, you can see me get nerfed there. Yeah, to be fair, credit where it's due, it's not as bad from Safso's POV. As I said, unfortunately, Ben wasn't live, so we haven't got Ben's POV, and I didn't save my replay, so this is literally all we've got. But yeah, not as bad. It's still very aggressive, and like I said, I'm not expecting him not to go for this. Genuinely, I think this move was completely fine. He had a lot more grip than us. I do think it's fine. It's just, he just didn't need to brake that late. That's just too much, in my opinion. Anyway, so speaking of Safso, let's watch mine and Safso's racing, because it was kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. I basically struggled to get past Safso. My racecraft was not on point at all. Not on point in the USGP. Let me just skip forward here and go find some racing between me and Safso, because I just couldn't seem to make the move stick. I think I go for this here. No, way too far back. I just couldn't seem to make any move stick at all. I don't know what was wrong with me on Saturday. And I'll get to it in a bit, but I didn't really enjoy the racing at COTA, I'm not going to lie. And it wasn't because of any particular driving. It wasn't me driving, someone else driving. It wasn't anything like that. Again, I'll get to that in a bit. I feel like the track, it may just be me, but I feel like the track doesn't lend itself well to good racing. And it's not to do with dirty air or difficulty of overtaking. Yeah, I'll get to it in a bit. Tom 97 racecraft, brutal. Okay, safety car before I really was able to do anything. I think something happened on the safety car restart, right? More on hards, because I worked really hard to get my tyres warm. Hopefully my tyres are warmer than Safso's. Here we go. Should be this lap, hopefully. A bit slow today. Why is it slow to skip? Anyway, Safso's a bit of a slide there, but he still has a decent exit. So at this point, I know that Safso is a somewhat passive. I know he's not going to go probably aggressive on the defense. I also know he's probably going to foresee a move coming from me. You see, he goes kind of defensive there, but then ultimately goes back to the right. I'm purposefully here, very early, shaping up for the inside, letting him know, like, I'm going to go for this. Like, if you want to defend, defend. If not, don't. I'm not trying to pull a surprise move on him. I'm trying to tell him here, I'm going to go for this. And you see, he stays to the right. He lets it happen because it's Safso. So I do go for it. I just break too late there. We only just avoid Vince. I mean, look how deep I am. I mean, the hards were terrible, to be fair, but way deep. Absolutely terrible move. And Safso gets a nice switchback on me and gets me back. You're not a fan of race on this track either? Okay, yeah. I don't think Downforce Debrief is coming back. Anyway, this is the racing that we've already seen. You can just see it from my POV again, just to see the. Oh, come on, go back from that. Just to see. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, I've misloaded. Hold on. Okay, and this is Fabio coming up at me again. You can see him just behind. And I am using my battery here, but the hards were so bad this track. I actually brake reasonably late, leaving plenty of room on the inside. Don't think there's any contact there at all. I'm up the inside now, where he bend behind on those softs. He'll want to get through. He'll be desperate to capitalise on us being side by side. Get a good exit there, actually. I don't know why Fabio wasn't able to get the exit. Ben kind of goes for a bit of a send there. And then Fabio obviously accidentally sends it on Saf. So Ben, fortunately, nothing he could do behind. And obviously, we've seen the rest unfold. But then after all that, I was actually ahead of Safso. So I was thinking, okay, this is good. Wait. Oh, no, that's right. Because I forgot about that part. Because Ben squeezes me off, I actually don't get the better layer. Just get nerfed wide. So that allows Safso to get the better exit. And then also Fabio's back on me. It's just all over the place here. Absolutely all over the shop. But obviously, again, nice and close to Safso here. So always going to go for this move. Break a bit early this time. But then Fabio sends it on me. So we're 3 wide here. I kind of was forced to push Safso out there, using what little battery I've got, but I just haven't got enough battery. So Safso comes back through again. It's not like me to not have enough battery to make a move done. Quite rare that happens, unless it's a full-on, someone's made a mistake and it's just pure opportunism. As Jake comes through on Fabio there. Jake's just sending it on me. No worries, goes a little bit deep, but makes it stick. All good. And then here we go. So at this point here, even though I've got no battery, Safso must just switch his off. So I come through, but again, burn all my battery here. But then I think I'm all good for me. I think I'll keep Safso behind for a bit. I think he does come back through, doesn't he, at some point? Oh, no, okay, no, I remember now. I do put a bit of a gap now, and I think that's it for now. Fabio does eventually come through, though, with his much better medium tyres, and does kind of tow us back up to the leaders. Then we have a bit more racing when we do eventually catch. I think Safso comes through again, doesn't he? It's deep there. Back. Where was it? There's somewhere that it gets a bit spicy. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, Vince manages to lose the leaders somehow. I don't really know how that happens. We are going to look quite closely at Vince's racing in a minute. Chaos equals good racing. I generally agree. You turn one, whoops it. Oh, yeah. Wait, have we missed that? So just trying to be opportunistic here. Vince, to some extent, shoving Fabio off there, but I think that was all right. Go for the switch back, but just nothing doing. These, even though we've now got better tyre wear, these hards are just so bad, man. They're so bad. So I go for it here. Kind of pinches, but ultimately leaves me the room. Bit of contact mid-corner, but all good. Leaving plenty of room on exit. I'm trying to hold it around the outside here, but there's not a lot of grip out here. Combined with my hards. But then I do ERS back up alongside, which I really wanted to get him here because I knew it was quite a lot faster, but that was my bad. So here I do back out of it, which allows Safso back through again. Again, it's just bad racecraft. Let's watch that one again. So I get fairly alongside here, but I just cannot make these hards work. I'm just understeering and I just hit into him. He left me plenty of room and I hit into him, push him wide, and I felt bad there. So I do back off and let him come back through. There he goes. But yeah, again, just bad racecraft, just not good enough. So yeah, unfortunately, Safso back through again. Instead of gaining positions, I'm losing them. It's awful. Oh yeah, there is no sound.
Train, but end up costing
maybe just me waffling. Right. Then there is some more battling in a minute. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's there. Here it is. Here it is. So Safso then gets Fabio, who's no longer got DRS. I'm kind of sitting behind. I'm thinking, okay, I'll get him in a minute, all good. But then Safso immediately goes deep. And this was again, when you care about results, this sort of thing's frustrating. And I did get a bit frustrated with this. It's like, oh, for God's sake, guys, let's just get after the leaders. It was so frustrating. But yeah, it's just you shouldn't be like that. You should be enjoying the racing. But yeah, I was a bit of a Murdy Myrtle, as I said, in this race. Bit of a negative Nancy. But yeah, so anyway, the battling with Fabio also pushed us off the leader's pace, which again is unlike me to do dumb battling. It was not good racing by me. But anyway, so Safso then loses the position on Fabio. I think this is actually a good move. Go back to here and watch it from here. It's quite close. You won't get DRS. We're still clicking at all the moments on the spreadsheet. We will look at the spreadsheet in a bit. So Fabio goes for a late set. To be fair, I'm amazed he got that stop.
He got a stop. Fair play.
I genuinely did not expect to get a stop at all. And here I kind of look at it, but Fabio's going aggressive, so back out.
If I went for that, because I knew Fabio wasn't going to back out.
And then bit of contact there. I'm not trying to send it on Safso. I'm just trying to get sneak past Fabio while they're battling. I say all that live, but nothing doing there. And then I think it's up into turn 1, is it? Yeah, so Fabio's kind of run out of tyres at this point, really. And also run out of ERS because he just battled Safso so hard. So I'm thinking, okay, I've got an advantage now. And look at the gains I'm making now just from battery in the straight. Knew he was going to go for a late defensive move. And does. And then there, I actually managed to outbrake him. You see that? Watch the proximity arrow. I outbrake him initially. There, I outbrake him. So this point I'm thinking, okay, cool, I'll hold it on the outside. Then there, suddenly, the proximity arrow jumps forward. I think he lifts the brakes. So then I'm thinking, okay, he's probably going to go in deep then, so I'll get the switch back. So I actually jam on the brakes there, just skim across the back end, and then get the exit on him with the better tyres. Better tyre wear finally on these hards. And do then make the move stick. That was the one good move I think I made all race. I genuinely believe that was my only good move. And I'm not talking about like that was an amazing move, like overtake of the week type move. I'm just meaning the only move that wasn't bad. I genuinely think that was my only all right move in the entire race. Unbelievable. But yeah, and then I think we just get a nice easy DRS overtake on Safso at some point. I think then I just stay ahead of Safso, I think, for the rest of the race. Yeah, so double check this, but I'm pretty sure it's a nice easy move. There you go, just zip past in the straight. And I think Vince was similar. We just do a pretty standard overtake on Vince. Nothing too interesting. I think we come from a little way back. I think we did it there. Yeah, come from a little way back, but he just lets us have it. No worries. Let's talk about there. And that's it until the last few laps. Now, the last few laps, I feel like wasn't bad racing. Nothing really happened between... Oh, no, actually, no, that's a lie. Something did happen between me and the leaders. Hold on. Where are we? Okay, so this is the kind of start of it. So they've just caught us with much better tyres behind. I go half defensive there because I knew probably one of them was outbraking himself. I think he outbrakes himself so much that he smashed into the side of me and half spins himself, which is why they lose so much time. So not a great race in there from Krim, but no harm done really to me. Now, this next one is one that some people weren't very happy about in the live stream comments. So, obviously, we know the guys behind are much quicker. I'm not going to be able to defend them long term, realistically. I'm trying to defend them the best I can. Now, here, this is an overtake. So, Krim is going to go in front of me. This is one that some people called hypocritical. Now, let me talk you through it. So, first of all, we've got Krim gaining on us behind. You can tell he's going to go for the move because he's burning so much battery, right? He's absolutely going for this. But I don't really want him to send it from too far back. I've got a good grip, so I go defensive there before the braking zone there, and I've gone defensive. It's now up to him. The reason you do it late is because you don't give them thinking time, right? As long as you're not hitting them or blocking them or doing it in the braking zone, this is fine. But you do it late to stop them thinking. If I did that really early, he goes, all right, I'll still cover you inside. Or, all right, I'm going to go for it on the outside. If you do it quite late, where in their mind they're going, I'm going to send this, I'm going to send this. Suddenly, if you move, they panic. Go, and then they tend to not go for a move. It works quite well a lot of the time. It's quite a common move. We see it in real life as well. As long as you don't do it too late, it's fine. So just doing it late, just to try and put him off, basically. Anyway, it doesn't work because he decides to send him outside. Now, the reason that, in my opinion, this is fine, and you may recall that I called this live as well, basically the same, is that Krim goes from the outside, which is completely entitled to do. At this point, though, look, he's 2 tenths back still, right? He's 2 tenths back. He's not especially close. I'm 3 tenths back from Ben, so he's only a third of the distance there between me and Ben. He's not that close, right? Obviously, I'm also wary that he might try and dive bomb me, right? He might try and outbreak me. So I'm braking reasonably late. I'm not going all in for the braking, but I'm braking pretty late here. I'm not braking conservatively. So at this point here, where I've just hit the brakes, this is it. I've braked as late as I dare. And obviously, I'm intending to use the racing line. I'm intending to use the whole track, right? That's my intention from this point. So once I've hit the brakes as I have right now, there's nothing more I can do to leave any room. At this point, this early, there's basically nothing I can do because these hards are terrible. They've got no grip. And obviously, I've braked late, right? So here, I've braked late. Obviously, because he's got like a 2-second a lap advantage, he's able to brake that much later, come round my outside there, and have the grip to actually pull this off. But at this point, there's nothing I could do. Short of braking a lot more and turning right more and basically jumping out the way and cost myself half a second. I'm never going to cost myself half a second just because someone's going for a speculative move around the outside. At this point, honestly, I was still expecting to back out of it. I was thinking he'll back out of it. He'll probably get a switch back on me and he'll get me. I wasn't worried. He's going to get me at some point. But he doesn't. He goes for it. And you see there, I do come left, but it was quite late. There wasn't room for him with the red proximity arrow. There you go. There wasn't quite room for him. But at the time, I call this exactly right, and I call it the same now. I thought this was a good move. Yes, I didn't give him as much room as I would have liked to have done, but I couldn't do a lot about it. At COTA, no harm done. He's just gone off the track slightly. No harm done. He's completely fine. He went for an aggressive move round the outside with much better tyres. He's got a lot more grip than me. What can I do? I was essentially powerless. I did squeeze him off a little bit, but I was powerless to do anything different. So anyway, I thought it was a good move. He also then goes for quite an aggressive move with me here. A little bit of contact, but I literally about now I was saying, yeah, fair play, good move. Let's have a listen.
Yeah, here they come. Those going to come through. Nothing I can do. Good move by Krim.
Good move by Krim. There you go. Good move by Krim. Because it was a good move. It was a good move. It wasn't ideal the amount of room I left him, but it was a good move. I had no negative thoughts about it. I didn't feel like it was an illegal overtake or anything like that. I felt like it was a good move. He just had a lot more grip, and there was a big difference of us meeting in the middle, and that's it. I do think, though, this one is worth bearing in mind for the future, for me personally, for my mentality. I can't recall a time where I've done what Krim just did, sent it around the outside of somebody with much fresher tyres. I can't recall a time that's happened. I'm sure it's happened, but I can't recall it. But I do think it's worth bearing in mind in the future, if we see a similar incident, that sometimes the car with the older tyres cannot leave room. They haven't got the grip that the other car's got. When there's a 2-second lap difference, that's a massive difference. And sometimes the defending car is a little bit powerless. I don't think that's an excuse, but I do think sometimes they're a little bit powerless, and I think that's exactly what happened here. It's worth bearing that in mind for future incidents. Someone's making notes of that move. Regardless of whether you don't want to give it, it's not about giving an advantage. It's nothing to do with that. It's literally that at that point, I'd already hit the brakes as late as I can. Like, obviously, you carry the right amount of speed to take the line. Normally, when someone's already side by side with you, you brake a little, well, you should, most people don't. You should brake a little bit earlier with the intention of leaving them room, with the intention of leaving a little bit of room, leave a bit of margin. I left no margin here, so there was nothing to give him, essentially. That's all it is. It gave him a warning. What I will say against that is, it was his choice to float on the outside. Whether you think what I did was naughty or not, his actions are his actions. I don't control his actions. He's gone for it aggressively on the outside here. I've gone wide there. He's chosen to keep his foot in. If he was so desperate to not get a warning, he already had a 3-second penalty anyway, but if he's so desperate to not get a warning, he should have backed out of that, regardless of whether you think I'm at fault. Just because I've been pushed off track by somebody, and even if it was their fault, I'm not going to give myself a penalty for it. I'm going to back off and avoid the warning, avoid the penalty. Like, why would I, even if it was their fault, I end up out there, why would I just, like, if I could do something about it, I'll do something about it. So I think I only take half the blame for that. Yeah, and I said that at the start, Ryzen. I could have held the brakes more, I could have turned left more, but that would be essentially jumping out of the way of somebody going for a speculative move, which I don't think anyone should be doing. I don't think anyone should jump out of the way. I think you should try and leave room for somebody when it's well, essentially when they're alongside, but when it's a fair move. But yeah. So if I have nothing to defend with, I can push people off. No, only when it's not like a surprise. I can't really think of the right word. Basically, if he sends it up the inside of me here, I go off track. There's no way I could have made that corner if he sent up the inside of me, and it still would have been a fair move. If he does the exact same thing, but up the inside, I'd have left him space, and I'd have to go off track a little bit, and that's fair. It's literally the same thing. It's on you. Yeah, but if you look at the point that I reached the outside, here we go. So braking here, got left here to turn in there, and I do start accelerating there, but look where I'm facing here. Like, again, I could have left room. I could have braked more, and I could have turned left. I don't think that's reasonable. And and again, that's why I'm saying it's worth bearing in mind for the future, because if these roles reversed, I think the same thing. I don't think it's reasonable for someone to jump out of the way of somebody else with much better tyres, who's, if you look in the mirror here, he's like maybe halfway along the outside, not much, not quite enough. I don't think someone should have to jump out of the way for somebody else. And again, I would say the same thing the other way around. Gold medal for mental gymnastics goes in again. But that's what I'm saying. It's worth bearing in mind in the future. Because I do think if it wasn't for my own knowledge of my own actions here, I do think I maybe would have called it differently. And that's why I'm saying it's worth bearing in mind in the future. Yeah, so Razin, someone else liking it to the comments. To me, it's very different for Ben in the final corner. Very, very different. Because the difference is he's launching out the inside 3 wide with no intention to leave any room. I've also gone into this corner with no intention to leave any room, but I didn't know someone was going to attack me when I hit the brakes. I've, in fact, defended to try and discourage someone from attacking me when I hit the brakes. There was no way of me knowing whether he was going to attack me here until I was basically at the apex and I already hit the brakes and it was all too late. That's basically what I'm saying. Whereas Ben obviously was the instigator at that point. Ben's the one that chose to brake late and go for it with no intention of leaving any room. But yeah, I could have left more room. I just don't think that's a reasonable expectation of anybody. If you make the corner, sorry. Oh, he would have made the corner for sure. Yeah, he was much quicker. Red arrow because leave space, no ahead of the apex wall. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Got to react to the moment of arrows. Yeah, I do agree, and I do agree. But we always say, and that's a criticism that regularly gets leveled against me, despite the fact I don't really go for any aggressive moves where I'm not planning to leave anyone any room. I very, very rarely, basically never do that. But often people say, oh, what? So they're just supposed to jump out of the way, are they, Gillon? It's like, well, no, they're not supposed to jump out of the way. They're just supposed to leave room. That's all I'm asking for you. Whereas this would quite literally be jumping out of the way. And I don't surely no one in chat is expecting any defending driver to jump out of the way. You should leave them room. You should leave them more room than I left them here. But I don't think we should be jumping out of the way, should we? Safsa would have left room be more like Safsa. I don't think you're wrong, to be fair. You could have foreseen he was going to go for the overtake. Maybe, but again, like, I can't drive by thinking, oh, he's probably going to go for a move. I'll leave him room just in case he goes for a move. Again, that's sort of the definition of jumping out of the way, isn't it? I'll leave him move. I'll leave him room because he might want to go for one, so I'll let him through. That's waving someone by. I don't think anyone should be doing that. Ben was attacking you, defending was the difference. Kind of, yeah. That's a large part of the difference, yeah. Well, ahead of the apex is irrelevant, Tom, but he made the corner, yeah, but Ben never intended to leave in room 3 wide. I never intended to leave in room because I didn't know he was going to attack. Wouldn't jump out of the way, but I'd hold the brakes a tad longer to give a bit more space so he has a tire on track. Yeah, I think that's fair, Razin. I think that's fair. I think I could have squeezed left just a little bit more to try and leave a bit more room. I've also got dirty air, by the way, as well. That's adding to it. I'm normally critical of you, Alex, but that was a late move. You're entitled to hold your line here. Yeah, it's like it's entirely created by the tyre difference as well. That is entirely what this entire move is, right? If we had the same tyres, there is no way in hell that he can even be still alongside this point. There is no way in hell. So I guess it comes down to how much responsibility has the attacking driver with significantly more grip got. For example, right, and this is taken to extremes, and this is often how I understand things. Take multi-class racing, right? If you're in an F1 car, or your rival's in an F4 car, or you're in an LMP car and your rival's in a GT car, right? And you go for this exact move, right? So different classes, right? You know they haven't got your grip. And that's extreme, but this is how I'm going to try and understand it. If you go for Krim's move here in an LMP1, what are you expecting to happen? probably exactly what happens here, because you know that the GT car hasn't got your grip. As much as you've got the grip and you can make the corner, brilliant. That's great for you, mate. But the other car cannot. They physically cannot do that. I agree with Razin. I probably can and probably should have squeezed just a little bit further left, not all the way left, but just a little bit, just to be able to leave him just a tire on the track. I think that's a fair criticism. I think that's a fair hindsight action that I should have taken. But anyway, go back to the extreme analogy. So do you see what I mean? If you go for that move, if you go for this move in an LMP car against GT car, it's just not smart. You're going to crash. Why are you doing that? You're going to end up off track, right? It's not smart. Obviously, that's very extreme, right? We're not talking about a 10, 15, 20 second lap difference. We're talking about a 2 second lap difference, right? It's a lot smaller than that. But that's effectively the mentality there, is that if he's going to go for this late move around the outside against a car that hasn't got nearly as much grip as him, is it surprising when the car ends up washing wide and pushing wide? But again, this is what I've said right from the beginning. It's worth bearing in mind for the future, for these future clip books, this sort of thing. When there's a significant tire offset, I do believe there's a slightly diminished responsibility of the defending driver. But if the defending driver could see it coming, then there's no diminished responsibility, because you've got to drive your own car, right? If he was alongside me, even if he was within a tenth of me, not even alongside yet, if it was much more obvious he was going to go for the move, however that obvious that would be, whether that's alongside or whether just be much closer, whether shaping for the inside, whatever it is, if it was obvious, then this logic doesn't apply at all. Because if it's obviously going to go for it, I should be braking earlier. I should be driving my car to the grip that I've got. I should be braking earlier in order to make sure that I can make the corner and still leaving room, right? It's the fact that it was a surprise move. It was a late surprise move. I think that's what gives me the mitigating circumstance, which I should bear in mind for future moves. You can cut the carb a lot more. Yeah, absolutely. I did go a little bit deep as well. Well, the grip was terrible on these hards, honestly. Yeah, Raz, I do agree with you. I do agree with you. It's crazy hard to always do a 100% race and demand perfection through the whole race. Yeah, that's fair. And the reason I'm criticizing you on it is because you don't usually race like that compared to others. I appreciate that, Razin, because a lot of people don't factor that in. And I appreciate that you realize that, because a lot of the time, if you normally race clean, when you do one dodgy move, people hound you for it. And other drivers that maybe always race dirty get nothing because it's expected from them. It's the classic, like, top set, bottom set type thing, isn't it? Or like good driver, bad driver. Like, well, I wasn't expecting you to do well anyway. So yeah, well, you scallywag. Well, I'd say that. Is that an non-PC term? I don't know. You rascal. Like, what are you like? What are you like? You're always doing this. You're always shoving people off. Lol. Whereas the clean driver does it once and they go, oh, horrible, horrible, dirty driver. No, you're terrible. And that does happen a lot. Unlike Eminem, it would have been a different case for you to push you onto the grass. Yeah, and again, I'll conclude in a bit, but my thoughts on COTA Racing is that it's not good for basically that reason. Was it not obvious he would go for a move, given you go defensive very late? Always a fair chance Karim has to move late as well to react to inside outside. There was a chance he was going to go for it, because Karim does like to go for a big aggressive move, definitely, which is why I defended slightly. But I don't think... I think probably, if I had to guess, in my mind at this point, I thought there was a 10% chance Karim was going to go for it. So it's possible, but again, you can't just because you think it's a 10% chance move of the 10% chance of the cars around you going for a move. You can't just always just leave room just in case. That's not how racing works. Honestly speaking, though, and look, I'll say it now rather than save it to the end. The racing at COTA, for this exact reason, I did not enjoy it, right? Because I actually think, and this is the first time I've ever thought or said this, I actually think the real life racing rules would be better at this track than if alongside leave room. Because they draw a clear line in the sand, right? If I'm ahead at the apex, I can shove you off. And then, obviously, in this game, realistically, they'd probably still be alongside you, but in real life, you lose some time. Or if I'm around the outside, I actually have to get ahead of you in order to be, in order to deserve any room, right, before the apex. So I think that's great because it draws a line in the sand. The problem with COTA, and the reason I didn't particularly enjoy the racing, is because the runoff areas are so easy. There's no big curbs that are going to shaft you and make you bottom out and make you lose time. There's no grass, there's no gravel, there's nothing. So just like this, and in many other incidents, and it's also so wide, that you could just stay side by side forever. So like what ends up happening is you end up leaving room for somebody, which is fine, but then you just stay side by side forever without going for the horrible moves where you just brake so late that you're never going to give them any room and you just shove them out of the way, which I don't like doing. When you're trying to race fairly, COTA, you just end up side by side and losing so much time. Now, normally that would be a good thing, of course, because normally side by side is fun and stuff. I get that. But at COTA, I really felt like it detracted from the racing because there's just no way to make a decisive move. I guess that's the TLDR. COTA, there's no decisive moves at COTA unless it's a DRS overtake, which is also boring. There's no decisive moves. There's no like, bam, nailed it, got it. Like, you know, it just doesn't happen. It's just, the racing I found, I just didn't enjoy the racing at COTA at all. And I genuinely don't mind that it was hard to overtake. In fact, I like that. I just wish that when you went for a move, that's it. You've nailed it. You pulled it off. But it wasn't that. It was just like weird, wishy-washy racing. I didn't love it. Didn't love it. Devendorf Pepper. You want to go outside, do you? You wanted to come inside a minute ago. What do you want to do? You go out? Hold on. He gone. He gone. Compared to LMP1 on the GT3, the GT3 wouldn't push LMP1 off track. It would if they got alongside late enough. Because again, a GT3's only got so much grip. If you're already turning in a GT3, you can't turn anymore. Otherwise, why would you not already be carrying the extra speed where you could have turned more? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, all cars race on the limit. That's the point of racing. So if an LMP goes to move so late that you were already on the limit, you can't just go, there's no more grip to have. It really wasn't bad. No, yeah, and it wasn't that bad. And I think most people aren't mad about it. It was just a couple of comments. I just wanted to address it. And I get it. I get it. And I think Razin hit me down the head there. Like, I do try and leave room here. And I didn't leave room here. I don't love it. I think Razin's right. I think I could have pinched a little bit more and left just a tyre's width. And I think then we could be considered fair. But as I said, I call it time. I wasn't upset. The fact he went off the track and overtook me, I was like, yeah, do you know what? Fair play. Good move. Like, he's just got a lot more grip. And that's it. It wasn't that deep at the time. I lost 2 positions because of this. It's not like I've gained an advantage from it. Yes, Krim's gotten a warning for it, but you know, he had 6 seconds of penalties at the end in the end anyway. So I don't think it affected much, just 1 warning. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Beagles, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. 35 months subscribed, closing on the big 3 years. 1 more month, and I've been following this waffle for 3 years. Amazing. And BR Mac as well. Thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate that. All right. Overanalyze the minor incident. Yeah. And to be honest, I think that hits the nail on the head. Overanalyzing minor incident. A, that's what I do. But B, I do think sometimes that causes a bit more negativity in the comments, because if I'd never looked at this again, no one would really say anything. No one's really said anything in the YouTube video comments. It was just a couple of stream comments. Ben wasn't live, so I'm sure we had a few Ben fans who maybe aren't the biggest fan of me coming over. So, yeah. Essentially, I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here. It's a storm in a teacup. It's just... It's what I do. It's what I do. Right, let's move on. So, speaking of dramatic incidents... there was also one with Lolly. Now, someone called this unfair. I completely disagree with this one. This is one that I think was completely fair. Someone didn't think it was fair, but here we go. This is me on Lolly. So you see in front, he switched off his battery. I go for the move again. I shape for it relatively early. He leaves the door open. Bit of contact there, but I'll leave room on the exit. And he's still there. So I'll leave him room on this apex. And he's still there. I'm up the inside. Break a little bit late here, but do squeeze it in there to make sure I'm leaving him room, which I do. And then he backs out of it, so I do get that move done. To me, someone had an issue with that. To me, this is completely fine. Someone's like, oh, you shoved Lolly off. Like, I didn't shove Lolly off. He always had room. I went a little bit deep at times. Here I go a little bit deep. There, but I always leave him room, which is fine. And if you look at the racing line of the cars in front, ideally you do want to nail this curb. Oh, hello. But look at the racing line of the cars in front, look. It's not like I've gone massively deep there. It's absolutely fine. Lolly just left the door open, and I went through it, outbraked him. I leave the room there. Like, to me, this is to say this is a nothing burger is an understatement. This is just racing. This is just normal racing. I do go deeper than I planned there, but I still leave the room. It's fine. It's literally fine. Good move. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is just normal racing. That is just normal racing. Just a nice overtake, exactly. But again, I didn't enjoy it. I don't like it because, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just don't particularly enjoy the racing at COTA. It just takes too long to get a move done. There's no decisive moves. It's not great. Right, I think that's all of my incidents. Yes, it is. I don't know racing at COTA. Covered that. Okay. Now, before we look at the sheets, see if there's any other clips that we missed that I didn't experience myself, I want to look at Vince because I am fascinated by how he loses like half a second a lap between quali and the race. I've never seen that. It could happen the other way around for sure, because quali requires a perfect lap. Racing doesn't necessarily require a perfect lap. It just requires consistent laps. But to have that pace in quali, to be able to be right at the sharp end, but then just be half a second lap slower plus in the race, I don't understand. So Vince was, I think, it's about 2/10 off pole in quali, but in the race, with the same tyres, he was losing 7/10 a lap to the leaders. And I don't think this is tyre related. I think this is just raw pace. We've seen this now across a number of races. It wasn't exclusive to COTA. We've seen it on a number of races. Vince always seems to lose the DRS trait. I don't know how he does it. He just hasn't got the race pace, but the quali pace puts him up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch Vince's quali lap, and then we're going to watch a typical Vince race lap. Now, we're not going to compare them side by side because obviously they're going to be vastly different paces. But we're just going to look at the quality of driving. Is he just absolutely nailing his quali laps and then just micro mistakes in the race, just constantly going a little bit deep? Like, I genuinely don't know. Let's go find out. Right, let's go find Vince's POV first. Coasting go in the bin. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either, Ryan. Oh, Vince is actually live right now. Hi, Vince. Okay. Okay, so this is Vince's lap.
Where do we finish in the end? Let's say 6-0, I think it was. On under Herrera. Someone removed the board.
Oh.
Right
now, hold on. Driver setting incredibly muddy quali laps with no practice, then gearing up. Yeah, so again, it makes GB. Hello, GB. It makes sense being that way around.
I'm renaming myself to like
someone like I have it, right? To better quali pace than race, the better race pace than quali pace, because in the race it's just about getting consistent laps. It's not about nailing every lap, unless you're at esports level. But to have it the other way around, to have the pace in quali, to know where the lap time is, and then just forget that for the race. Maybe it's just consistency, and that's what we're going to find out.
All right, last lap, chat.
So this is Vince's final quali lap.
It's got to be a banger.
Okay, good exit. Unless he's on a different setup, but you're not allowed to do that in Creator Series. Nice on the brakes. Terrible position for camera. Okay, deep turn one. He's at 10th. So this is actually his best lap, but I think it is because he's only P7 right now. Pretty good. Flat all the way through there. A little bit deep, but the car looks pretty dialed in. Is it just setup? Now, this is an interesting... Again, he's not allowed to change his setup between quali and the race, but is it just that he's got a really good quali setup that's really on edge, but then in the race it's too slidey? Haven't noticed him slide in the race, though.
Oh my god, Jake, I can kiss your feet right now.
Okay. For this one, I think you might be seeing why this is a good lap. For some reason wants to kiss Jake's feet. Oh my god. Incredible. That was about 2/10 gain there. Maybe not quite as much 2/10, but not far off it. This car does look pretty on edge. It looks like a pretty sharp quali setup to me. But it's a decent lap. It's not perfect by any means. It's decent. See, that was nice. See, let's watch that last corner again. This is a really good example of a really like on-the-nose quali setup. This is exactly what you want. You want it to be really pointy. Because you've got fresh tyres, you can deal with it. That was a really nice corner. He absolutely nailed that. I bet he's about 2/10 quicker than me through that one corner. And again there, look at the front end just biting.
Oh my god.
So, decent lap. That puts in P2 look at
One
this
point.
moment. Let's see where he ends up. P4.
I got to myself.
Ends up P4, right? So very decent lap. Just less than 2/10 from pole, and he was 7/10 slower than Lolly in the race.
Was an Italian as well.
Let's
I mean,
just
that
skip
doesn't
forward
really.
now to a typical lap. Here we go. This will do. Lap 4. So everyone's on the same tyres, and look, he's already lost DRS. But I think he had a bit of a dodgy start. Okay, so turn 1.
Matt's on
Pretty
hard.
good.
Yeah, okay, fair. How's Ben getting on so far?
Slightly underfueled. I'm looking very close at his inputs here. This is a good lap.
P11? Shit. I was worried about those hard tyres at the start. And as I said earlier, the hard tyres around here are terrible. The rear tyres aren't too bad, it's the front tyres. They just don't warm up. And it's a step down on the compound as well from the mediums to hard, so makes it really tricky. Oh, Vince, better there, mate. Come on.
But you know,
Gillon starting the race pace again. Pass me then, bro. If you don't like the race pace, pass me.
early timing.
Or qualify better. I don't know what to tell you.
I was in self-suspicion. I would have passed him a lot earlier. Honestly, there's not much to glean from this. It's not perfect, but it's
Let's get to a silly.
It looks fine. Like I was expecting to see like if it was a really on the nose setup. So
Send on south side calling it.
Tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
He's a little bit too far back for the moment.
I don't know. Unfortunately, is the answer. My guess is that it's more setup than anything else. I don't think he changed his setup. I could be wrong. Maybe I missed a rule change. Maybe you're allowed to change setups now. I think this is a guess because I didn't learn much from that. But his driving looks fine. I don't think he's doing anything wrong driving wise. I think it is setup. Obviously, within part family, you can change the front wing angle and the tyre pressures. Now, tyre pressures and the diff. So it could just be that you generally want to run minimum pressures in qualies. He's probably doing that, but most other people are doing that. I normally do that as well. Only recently, but I have started doing that. Is it just front wing? Is he just gotten good at having a really pointy car in quali, which is great for quali, but obviously you can't run that in the race. So then he has to dial back the front wing for the race, and he ends up slow because of it. Is that all it is? Does he just need to run a slightly pointier setup for the race and just deal with it? Maybe. It could also be he's on slightly higher wings. My understanding is that higher wing setups are better for quali. So it could just be, and I know definitely that was a problem for him in, was it Zandvoort? There was somewhere recently where he had quite high wings and it was really hurting him. It could just be that he always runs quite high wings, and that's good for quali and bad for the race. But it shouldn't be bad for pace. The pace should be the same. It's just worse for battling, obviously, with high wings. But it didn't seem to be like he had excessively high wings in this race from racing him. Because VOD is changing for the race. So I doubt he shows it, but we'll have a look. I'm not accusing him of cheating. Yeah, he hasn't shown it. I think he's got his wing levels actually. I don't believe. Again,
I think it might still.
This might not
it's
be a
probably
rule anymore, but yeah, he literally shows the screen the whole time. Look, so
0.3. I mean, a 31.7.
Yeah, we'll just skip through again.
That's a little bit. A lot of that will have the wild card.
I'll show the setup in a sec. Here we go. Oh, wait, we had actual part Fermi on, so you literally cannot physically change it. So, like I said, I wasn't suspecting of that. So 34.28 right now he's got on the wing.
I'm going to drop my wing by 1, I think, for the start of the race. We'll go 33 for the start.
Is that all he's done compared to quali? The car is very different, though.
I think I'm happy with everything. You know what, actually? I'm just going to...
Unless there's something else before that we missed. Let's go through again. Never goes to that setup screen until the bit we see where he only drops it by 1 click. No, doesn't. Literally 1 click. The car look very different. The car look more different than that though. Don't know. Anyway, I don't have any answers, unfortunately, Vince. I don't know. His race pace does drop off though. He's about to change it again. You think he changed it twice, but even then, I don't feel like he's doing a massive change.
I'm going to drop my wing by 1, I think, for the start of the race. We'll go 33 for the start. Imagine a safety car not long after hards. Yeah, I mean, that'd be brutal, wouldn't it? That'd be very brutal.
Wouldn't be.
Like I say, there was no rules or anything like that on how long you have to be on each tyre for. So, I think.
What was his wings? 34.28 for quali. Let me just see what VSC is by comparison. 34.28. Similar. And I literally ran the exact VSC setup in COTA. So I just don't get it. Yeah, it could be a mental thing, maybe, but a mental thing, you would expect to see some slightly worse driving. But honestly, it's driving a fine. Let's watch one more lap. Let's watch a lap later in the race. Lap 21. This looks good. Unfortunately, I think Fabio's about to send it on him, but... Is it bad ERS management? That could definitely
I don't know, man.
be a big difference.
You saw how long it took for us to get past grid there. These hard tyres really are not all that.
They're terrible. Might have been better than wings. Were you much lower, Ryan? Or surely went higher? You converting Create Series drivers to MotoGP. Wasn't a great line there. It wasn't bad.
Gillon moaning again.
Higher? Oh dear.
Chat, I'm going to tell you now, I don't care about what Gillon's doing or saying or what.
Fair enough.
I do not care.
Oh yeah, so there was a bit of a moaning Martin in the race.
I hope he moans even more now that I'm ahead of him.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Love that both places we've gone, we've had a Gillon mention. Incredible. I honestly can't pick anything he's doing wrong. I mean, obviously tyre wear. It could be tyre wear, but it seems to be not just on high tyre wear. It seems to be on all conditions. Second gear's a weird choice there. But
One more than mediums, you reckon? Maybe. Looks like Ben's starting to struggle with his soft tyres.
yeah. Oh yeah, the batteries.
These hard tyres are only 13%
He's going down
on
like
wear, but like I say, they're just slow.
Maybe an issue, but he's going down to none. The first set as you should. Using overtaking medium. Honestly, I can't see anything he's doing wrong. I don't know where he's losing 7/10 a lap to Lolly.
How's Ben still on soft tyres? I don't know, but he's struggling.
Unless it is, does he just dial his setup in purely for quali? The wings don't seem too bad, but I can't even hear bottoming out. I was going to say maybe he bottoms out too much with fuel, but that doesn't seem to be the case. You know, he's hitting all his apex and stuff. Like, this one wants to look at his POV because when I'm racing near him, like I'm directly behind him right now, there's nothing I can see. Nothing I can see that he's doing wrong. He's not sliding everywhere. He's not going deep all the time.
Someone tell me what grid drugs and lap times are.
Going well. No idea. Don't make me a coach. I don't know what I'm looking at. I've got no idea. I've got absolutely no idea why he lacks race pace. It's very strange. I've never seen that much difference between quality and race. Because again, I'll go back to it. There's a reason that top league racing and esports are full of quali merchants. They're full of time trial merchants because that's what you do. You learn how to drive a game very, very quickly. And you then translate that to race. Often it means they have bad racecraft and things like that. But when you're that fast, it doesn't really matter. If you can be faster than anyone else, unless you're horrifically inconsistent, even if you're not the most consistent driver in the world, even if you're not great at racecraft, you'll be at the top of league racing. You'll be at the top of esports. It's as simple as that. So that's why I'm really surprised that with decent quali pace, and okay, it's not esports quali pace, but decent quali pace, why he just loses it in the race. It's very strange. But it's a definite pattern there. We'll see if that continues in the next races. But definite pattern that I've seen the first part of this season. Obviously, with him qualifying at the sharp end, I'm seeing a bit more of him, and he just seems to be a train driver most of the time, just absolute chain driver in the race. Very strange. Anyway, right, let's move on. So let's see any other clips that we want to review, and anything you guys as well want to have a look at. We can have a look at. So what have we got here? Maybe, yeah, like, I'm not over. Like, I know Zandvoort, he didn't have a good race pace. I think it was somewhere else he didn't have a good race pace. Right. Concept sends Tukey around. Oh dear. Oh my sweet. That was Ben. Sweet.
That getting reported? No, I'm joking.
I was about to say, did he? That is. Oh my god. I mean, to be fair to Ben, he now leaves room, but that's pretty bad, isn't it? That's pretty bad. That wasn't even the Tukey thing, but Jesus. Okay, so wait, there is a Tukey thing coming. Turn in, yeah. Zero reaction.
I give room on lap 1, and he doesn't give me room on this lap. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, not great. Not great. He may have lost a red proximity arrow, but I don't think so. I think Tukey could have gone a bit further left. Honestly speaking, put me in Tukey's car right now, or Ben, or I don't know. I don't think I go for a spin. That doesn't mean what Concept did was fine. I do think Tukey, with a car that's clearly going aggressive on you, he could have gone a bit further left. He shouldn't have to, but he could have gone a bit further left. And yeah, just not great reactions for him to end up spinning from what is actually quite minor contact. So yeah, unfortunate, but clearly Concept should have left more room than that. I don't know if does his proximity arrow go white or something. Let's have a look.
No, I'm joking.
He could have gone a bit further left without getting a warning. Yeah, no. Oh, he was distracted by chat, I think. Doesn't excuse it, but...
Cheers, Ben. Cheers, bro. Thank you, mate.
Oh, no, he wasn't. He was talking about Ben.
Cheers, Ben. Cheers, bro. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, just bad.
The fucking hell was that? Oh, my God, bro.
It's just bad. It's just bad, unfortunately. Just didn't leave enough room. Simple as that, really. Simple as that. Oh, is this not... This is the same thing, right? Yeah. Oh. A wild daily appears. That's bad. What Ben did was a lot worse than what Concept did, put it that way. It's got a hero move into turn 1. Contact gives position back. Hell yeah.
I have no straight speed.
Now I'm thinking, what else does Ben get away with if it wasn't even that clip? Yeah, it's... You wouldn't want to know. Oh my god.
I killed Matt a little bit there. Oh.
A little bit? What do you mean a little bit?
Sorry, Mango.
Jesus! Fully lets me go. Fair play.
Get the position back. That was really...
Yeah. Not great.
I have no straight speed.
So, he's obviously goes here, which is fine. I feel like he doesn't even break that late. I'm breaking almost at that line. We're on lap 8, I suppose. What tires is he on? Mediums.
Oh my...
But the bigger problem is he just goes straight. I feel like he could have got that...
Oh my god.
Maybe with ABS he couldn't. I don't know. Anyway. The bigger issue is he goes straight. Look at everyone else on the racing line. Meanwhile, Broski is just driving straight.
Oh my god.
Obviously, he drives straight because he's brake late. He's trying to get it stopped. But I honestly think if he turns in, realizes now and kind of turns in, I think he might have gotten away with it. But because he drives straight, he just ends up murdering Mango. What were Mango's thoughts on that?
Welcome to the fight, bro.
Brake profile we set to default. Okay.
What a fight. Who said the 2025 cars are too big to go
a USA flag around him? Incredible.
side by side? Yeah, it's insane. Oh my days, what is this, bro? Scotty. What is that, Sandman?
That was bad, but at least he let back through. Then we got Matt. Let's see what Matt thought of it. I bet he's a huge fan. Huge fan.
Right, come on then. Let's see what we can do.
Why is he P18, please? Oh, he's on hards. Fair enough.
Oh, Scotty!
Oh my god, just absolutely wet himself. Incredible. Brandon DNS. I don't really watch these. I just watch these. Is it just a simple spin into the wall, or is it a purposeful one?
What just happened, boys and girls?
Simple spin into the wall, I'm thinking.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
no.
There it is.
Oh, fuck. I'm out.
Wow, that was
I'm
a heck of
out.
an impact. Let me know you're okay.
No.
R.I.P. We've seen the Safso switch back. Actually, did we see Safso's POV of this?
Good luck, everybody.
Green flag.
Okay, one. Up driving. Oh, I
Go
knew
get
it.
him,
I just
Ryan.
knew it.
Beautiful switch back.
Bye bye, Gillon.
So, B-Roy.
The grin, by the way. The grin is the best bit about this. Check out this grin.
Bye bye, Gillon.
So, B-Roy.
Look how happy he is. I made Bro's day. I made Bro's day. Charity, Safso. Charity. I did it on purpose. Concept span round. Oh dear. Is this you killing him, Scotty?
It's not nice being Ben Daly, I'll be honest. I don't want to.
Oh, well, he's very, very slow.
It's not nice being Ben Daly, I'll be honest. I don't want to.
I assume that was 100% the car outbreaking himself, but it's a very weird line. It looks very slow. Scotty?
We're like Superman.
Ah, come on, no top speed. He's gonna get the wing open too, so I can't do much. Got hope for a late break.
Sorry, can you just pop your microphone a little bit closer to your mouth, please? We didn't want to see your mouth anyway. Don't worry about lip readers. Nah. Just get the microphone right up in. Maybe the rest of the clipbook I should do like this. Just absolute maximum microphoneage. Oh, I've broken it. Maximum microphoneage. You're not allowed to see my face from now on. This is it. This is us. Let's see. Just going to outrageously outbreak himself.
I am so sorry.
There's a car backwards.
Again, I feel like he didn't actually brake that late. It's not that he braked late, but it's not that he's braked insanely late. It's just that the cars in front are going very slowly. If the cars in front didn't exist, which they do, but if they didn't exist, I'd actually think he potentially keeps us on track still. But obviously, as the cars in front do exist, then unfortunately it's a no-go for him. Broy's illegal avoidance. Right, I'm going to put this back to a normal position now. There you go.
Too loose.
Ooh, cockpit cam. Oh, with it. Oh, interesting having that up there. I've never seen that before. I like it. Especially for a cockpit cam. Uh-oh, scary, scary.
Maybe not. Alright.
Oh, no! He got robbed. He got robbed! He was in
Too loose.
P18, briefly goes to P19 as he highlights last place. And then absolute carnage. And he just goes, wallop, thank you very much. I'll have P15, please. But it's actually P14. Where's
What? No!
Matt? Where's Matt? Where's Matt?
Alright. What? No! Bullshit!
Is Matt up his inside? I think Matt must have been up his inside, I think. That's so weird. Anyway, not funny that. Right, moving on. Crew and Ben battling. Here we go. Here we go. More terrible racing.
Gonna send it, I think.
Bit of a squeeze on exit, but actually good send by Ben there. I was expecting some contact in the apex, but with superior grip on these softs. Oh yeah, Crim's on hard as well. It's like
I'm gonna let him go.
taking candy from baby, honestly, with these tyre differences at COTA. I actually really like it. I wish more tracks had a bigger tyre difference like this. I don't think we'll need it in 2026, but for 2025, this tyre difference is really fun. Meraki clean battling with Crim. Nah, I don't believe you. Don't believe you. Nice. Let him go, like let Ben go. Maybe? Yeah. Oh, oh. I think that was straight understeer on the hards from Karim.
I was trying to line up a switchback, and Lolly did the same. That's on me.
It's genuinely not see that coming. Ah, dirty, yeah. Combined with the hards. Yeah. GG's. Gillon and Fabio, slight contact, question mark. Oh, is this one I accidentally nerfed Fabio wide? No. That bit isn't. Not coming up, though. Yeah, so I do come back. I catch my spies to come back at him. They're probably in room, but yeah, I just nerf him off. How does he react? Absolutely zero reaction.
Didn't I leave enough room?
He did. All right. Holy. Oh, yeah, this was actually... again, I called this live. I'm amazed he got this stopped. This is proper late braking. Now, earlier in the race, we saw Scotty braking. It was just about 110, maybe 120 meters before the corner Scotty braked. Let's see how late Fabio brakes and whether he gets stopped. I bet he brakes after that and still somehow gets it stopped. Oh, my God. Actually, there's more panic from not hitting Safso. I think he brakes as late as Scotty, somehow gets it stopped. Don't know how I did that. Fair play.
Why is he turning in on me, Saf, so early?
Just all classic F1 stuff. All good. Ben carving his way through field. Here we go. Here we go. This is what we all came for. This is what we came for. Paddles could be louder. Yeah, agreed. You know, like Verstappen's got the like and like people always edit that like fading in as Max comes through, and then when he comes past, he goes That's not how it goes, but it fades out as he goes past. Ben needs something like that. Ben needs like a tune that happens when Ben just goes for a stupid send and nerfs someone out of the way, and just the music playing as he flies through. Let's see. So Ben on much better tyres. Nice. Good move that.
And if he gets taken out, he complains.
Did anyone understand that shade? I think what he's saying is, if I turned in there, you would have cried. But he's alongside now, and Broski's still turning right before the left-hander. I mean, this is a really good move. Like he's right on the apex. He gets it stopped.
And if he gets
He jumps out of the way a little bit too much, which I think is what he's really complaining about. But Ben's move was good.
And if he gets taken out, he complains.
I don't know what he's complaining about that. That's a good move by Ben. Right, what else have we got though? Matt.
I know I won't get sent down in the hairpin chat. I can literally call it from 4 corners in advance. I'm going to get dive bombed at this hairpin. You ready for this?
Love that.
Told you.
Okay, we've lost a position.
Go on, send it back to him. Send it back to him just to wind him
It
up.
worked out quite nicely. I can use this to try and get to concept now.
No. Send it
Because
back
I'm
at him.
literally
Just to
trying
wind
to
him
get
up.
the switch
Just to
back
wind
on
him up, because Ben
Use
would
the
hate that,
slipstream.
because he's trying to get through and run away.
Use the DRS.
Yeah, go on, send it. Oh, come on. He's not going to, but we're going to watch it anyway. Come on. I want
DRS.
Schumacher Hakkinen style. Big send. Oh my God. Look at Ben's racing, dude. It really annoys me. It really annoys me. Why is nobody else annoyed as I am at Ben's terrible racing? Look at that turning.
Use the slipstream. Use the DRS.
If Matt goes for this here, which he's completely entitled to do, or Concept decides to, you know, brake somewhat late, Ben is turning in on them. Look at this, from what is basically 3 wide, swipes right across him. And to be fair, it was just about nicely judged. But if Concept brakes,
Concept now.
2
Because I'm
meters
literally
later,
trying to get the switch
Ben's
back on
turning
him.
on him here
Use
and
the
Concept's having a spin.
Use the DRS.
He just doesn't need to be this aggressive around the outside. That's just disrespectful. I don't like
Literally try and get the
it.
switch
Even though
back
it's
on him.
clean, I
Use the
still don't like
slipstream.
it.
Use the DRS.
Disrespectful. Swiping across them here. I don't love it. But it was clean. Look, he judged that well, but it wouldn't take much to change for that to be a horrible, horrible turn-in. Right, Concept. See how close this was.
Oh my God.
Look, as they hit the brakes,
Oh my God.
Ben's like, he's not clear, but he does get clear. To be fair to him. Like I said, it was clean. I just don't like it. I don't like that racing. It's very much a like, I turn now, good luck everyone else, isn't it? That's the best way to describe it. But I didn't mean what this one was. What is this one?
Whoa.
Why for Concept? Not much grip out there, as you
How
can see.
little wing is Concept running, man?
Oh, that's also horrifically by both of them. What are you both playing at? Oh, why is Concept off the track? What was happening? What am I seeing?
Why do I keep having to make this overtake on him?
Nice. Nicely done. Scotty pit lane quarrels. What does this even mean?
Well,
I'll use my scrub ones again.
Does he? Must be we've got 15 seconds per Oh.
What on earth?
You don't want to know what's going on behind
Whoopsie!
Use my scrub
That's
ones
incredible.
again.
How's everyone doing on this evening?
He blocked B-Roy behind as well. I love these guys are laughing about it. Incredible.
What on earth?
Lucky don't get a penalty or anything from that, honestly. Ryan and Scotty, lovely battle. Ryan, you didn't tell me about
sweating
this.
lap time and not sweating battle.
Yeah, but we're ruining the tires makes it more spicy.
Yes, get back on the battery.
I'm about to ruin your tires and I applaud you in a second.
Wait, why is there a DNF'd car? That's like, you know, you're having a bad race when there's a DNF'd car still significantly ahead of you. Why is there a... Ryan, how are you losing to a DNF'd car, bro? What is happening? Also, B-Roy's running with 21 seconds. I guess that's fair because he's clearly not driving the same track as everyone else. Also, why is your track map off the screen? None of what I'm seeing here makes any sense, Ryan. I'll be honest. None of it makes any sense. Right, let's go back.
Time and not sweating battle.
Yeah, but we're
Right, this is Scotty in front.
more spicy.
He's got an ultra wide. Yeah, but the rest, we don't.
I'm about to ruin your tires and I applaud you in a second.
Oh, nice.
Oh, clean race in there. Holy.
You hear the surprise? Oh, clean racing. Clean racing for 18th. I don't believe it. Unbelievable stuff.
Beautiful.
But then completely backs out of it in the final corner. Brilliant. Really glad that he went for that. Very good. Why has he got 100% battery? Oh. Look.
I'm about to ruin your tires.
Look, why has he got it switched off? You got
And I
90%
applaud you in a
use
second.
some.
Oh, clean race in there.
And
Holy.
then just refuses to do anything about that nice move he just pulled on. It's like, yeah, good move. Anyway, come back through. What's the point?
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. Absolute bargain basement racing we're seeing here.
Ah, crap. My car won't get in here. Oh, no.
I hate when that happens.
Nice move. Nice move in the end. Took about 4 quarters too, but wait. I thought he was going to let him go again.
Oh,
He's not
there
doing
we
it,
go.
is
I
he?
found
We're
it.
doing it, Ryan. We're doing it, Ryan. We're doing it, Ryan. We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Well, that's getting clipped.
Oh, that was nice.
What am I seeing? Ryan, you know you don't get points for average battery in the race, right? You don't want to see this battery over 80% the entire race.
Oh, there we go.
Like, about now might be when someone's, you know, coming back for you. About now might be a good time to burn a little bit.
I found
We're doing it, Ryan. We're doing it.
Instead, he's got it switched off. Why has he got it switched off?
Ryan, we're doing it, Ryan. We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
None of this makes any sense. Oh, wait, what was that? Why is there a little... Look, why is there a little bit of overtake mid-corner? Right, hold on. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go back.
Sweating lap time, not sweating.
Just watch his overtake usage. So I think he's in none all the time, except for when he's in overtake. Yes, that's exactly what he's got. He's in none or overtake. That's his two modes.
About to ruin your tires and I pod you in
He
a
says
second.
medium, don't know what that is.
Oh, clean race in there.
Beautiful.
Holy.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Get up to 100% charge for no reason for this corner. Nice. Okay, now he's on overtake. With DRS.
Ah, crap. My car won't get in gear.
Then back into none. That's okay. Because he
I
gets
hate when
moved
that
down.
happens.
I don't think he's intended to do that. I think he thinks it's a medium, but he's accidentally in none. I think is what's actually happened. Okay, bit of overtake. Nice. Switches off.
Oh, there we go. I found
We're
it.
doing it, Ryan. We're doing it, Ryan. We're doing it, Ryan. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
But this is fine. This is fine being off. But why is there a little boop? Why is there a little bit there? Oh my god.
That's getting clipped.
What is this? Why are we on 100%? It's wasteful. Use it. God damn. Oh my god. This is horrific. Ryan, I know you're saying you're bad at battery, but I would never imagine in a million years you'd be this bad with battery. Oh my god, that is sensational. So Ryan, did you know you were in none, Ryan? That's my one question for you. Did you know that you're in none? Did you think you're in medium? I bet you did. Just some boys having fun. Come on, Ryan. Remember I'm a boomer, he says. Come on, Ryan. We're waiting. We're all waiting. Come on, we're all waiting. You knew you were in none. That makes it so much worse. Why? Right, okay. Battery 101 for Ryan, right? Lesson 1. Never get to 100%. Unless you're about to start a quali lap or, you know, you don't care about lap time because it's the last lap or you want to make sure you got full charge for a long straight. Never be in 100% because you're missing recharge. Right now, your car should be recharging, but it's not recharging because you're on 100%. Never be at 100% battery, ever. Also, don't use overtake mid-corner. I don't know what to tell you about that. Don't do that. Also, none is good. I like none. None is good. Through corners, always run none. It saves your tyres as well. Always run none through corners. But make sure you burn enough in the previous straights, not mid-corners, so that when you're in none through the corners, you're not hitting 100%. All right? Also, medium is your friend. Medium works. Never use hot lap, really, ever, unless sometimes on a very long straight like Vegas, sometimes hot lap is useful. But mostly, never use hot lap. Either run medium, none, or overtake. That's it. Also, map some buttons on your wheel to be able to toggle between those modes because you want to be constantly toggling between medium and none because you want, obviously you have an overtake button which you want to use when you want to overtake, when you want more pace or at the start of a straight. And at the end of the straight, or maybe halfway down the straight, switch off overtake, go to medium. Then when you're 3/4 way down the straight, switch to none and recharge. All right, that's your crash course. Put that on repeat. Go to sleep with my voice in your head tonight and try and learn that 101 to battery usage. Oh my god, incredible! In F126, Ryan's going to school all of you in battery management. Yeah, maybe he is. To be fair, maybe his strategy will cook. Oh my! I'm not a coach, proceeds to coach in a 30-second round. Yeah, true. To be fair. Noted after my bingo night. Very good. All right. Anyway, moving on. Oh no, maybe apparently. Wait, is this the same? No.
Oh, you guys went
Go
softs? Oh god.
Oh no, my DRS.
It's alright, our softs are gonna die so quick anyway.
He's purposely
Mine
not
is.
DRS.
Oh, it's working now. Oh no, it's not working.
Oh, sorry.
Switch
Squeak.
it up. First gear. I thought I
found what
jump out of the way
slight
there.
bit of space there was
So
still
now
left
none
on the
makes
track and
sense.
used it.
They're a lap down to P15. Incredible.
My tire's just so cold.
Fourth gear? It's kind of okay, but a bit day late, dollar short. But I know they're trying to stay side by side for funsies. Oh, he's found the overtake button. It's the final corner now. Lovely. You know
what's funny? If one car DNFs, right? One car DNFs, then this whole fight is for
Back to
one
none.
singular point.
That's it. There you go. Well, I got some advice for you guys. If you want to learn how to race in F1 25, don't watch Ryan Elite 3. That's my advice to you. I'm struggling with rear traction on this game, really. Not more so than like F1 23 or F1 22 for that matter. Surely not more than that. Anyway, Concept tries to cause a safety car. Interesting. Let's have a look at this.
I'm sorry, Chapel, though. I'm causing it anyway, bro.
Is this when we had the VSC?
I hope.
This is normally a golden way to call.
Okay. Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
That's not going to be a safety car, is it?
Bro missed the wall. Bro missed the wall. Do you know what? This would have spiced up my race no end. If this was actually a safety car. Just saying. Bro can't even DNF correctly. He's clearly aiming for this wall. And he turns right. I think what he's trying to do is make sure he clips the wall with this wheel rather than hitting it straight on. So here he turns left too much and he goes, oh, actually, I want to clip it with this wheel. So he then turns right to try and clip it, then turns right too much and bounces off it. He still DNFs himself with the rear right wheel, but because he's off track, it's only a VSC, not a full safety car. Incredible. Cost you the win, yeah, definitely. I'd have nailed a win at this point. Oh my God, incredible. Bro's survival instincts kicked in last second. Yeah, true. Oh, you cook the rear tyres? Let's just slide too much, I don't know. Just practice, isn't it? Broy and Scotty contact. Wait, B-Roy. Why did I say Broy? Broy! No.
Yeah, I mean,
Where's Ryan gone?
Blocking for basically defending against Scotty.
You just marked the pits, though, right? Maybe it was because you catching up to me because you're on fresh
Oh! That's the Ben Daly.
Win!
Yeah, the full Ben Daly experience there. Let's see what looked like from B-Roy's point of view.
Illegal time game.
He's got his hand on top of the wheel like Hamilton doing a start. He's absolutely chilling.
You just marked the pits, though, right? Maybe it was because you catching up to me because you're on fresh tires.
That was a genuine accident. I was like, okay, he must have like lifted the brakes or done something weird. No, he genuinely turned in too early. I don't know if he's got widescreen or something that we can't see, but genuinely turned in too early. There, now goes, uh-oh, this is going to be a massive corner cut. I need to straighten up. So then turns right quite heavily into a left-hander and obviously smashes into the car that's running outside. This is some incredible driving. I love it. Oh, I love it. Actually, this is a right-hander. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Karim locks the rears into turn one. Hello. Oh my God. Oh, this is when he hits me, isn't it? And also Lolly loses a little time. I actually haven't seen this yet. Fair play. You know what? Fair play. He obviously outbrakes himself a little bit. Yeah, if I wasn't there, I think he might have even made his apex here. He's just got that much more grip. But yeah, I mean, his reaction to that is good. So obviously, hang on, there we go. So his reaction to that's good. You can see here, hits the brakes too late, realizes he's going to hit me. So does something about it. So turns in there, try to just turn a little bit initially, just to give himself a bit longer into the corner rather than doing what was it Scotty earlier, just went straight and smashed straight into somebody. So this is what you should do. Just try and just tip it in gently so that you can still brake hard while not locking up. And then there, at this point, has to do something. So just decides to go full lock and obviously has to lift the brakes because of it. But that, of course, causes a slide. So just taps me. It's not too bad. Little tap there. Honestly, made the mistake. Good reaction after the mistake, I have to say. Really good. What the hell happens to Lolly, though? Because he also loses a lot of time with this. Does he just sort of slide in front of Lolly?
One of us free to kill.
Okay, that is... Not Lolly. Not Lolly. That's the only clip of Lolly as well. Oh, no, I do want to know. I do want to know. What lap is it? Lap 43. I want to know so badly that I'm going to go and watch Lolly streams. You know it's bad.
Me devo pure grattare Alex che farà da scudiero? Qualsiasi cosa.
It was on lap 43. What lap was it? 53? No.
Hey.
No, he's telling one of
us.
us.
Oh, this is the wrong clip. Wait, what? Oh, is that 44?
Dentro cari.
Krim goes for quite a lot of these big sends, but Krim, what I like about Krim, he's very aggressive. I'd actually say Krim is more aggressive than me and Ben. I actually think Krim is probably the most aggressive driver in Create Series now in terms of going for his big sends, but he does them cleanly. He gets them stops really well, generally speaking. Look at his sends on Lolly in Hungary. Huge sends. We've got them stopped. So even on me here. Yeah, Lolly's just completely blocked. Amazing. I don't know who comes out on top here. Frustration from Lolly. But Lolly knows Lolly's in championship mode. He's in championship mode. You don't want to fight. Scotty switches back and right. Oh, here we go. Back to the mud we go. Why is the proximity arrow not red? What? Did he get ahead or something? What's... Who's red there? It never goes red. What? Have you ever seen that?
I've just dunked you. I've dunked you. You've been dunked.
I dunked you.
Would you like a counter dunk?
Dunk me. Like a digestive and a cup of tea.
I don't know why his proximity never goes red. Is it genuinely because he's so far away? It does there, look, when he looks back, but then when he looks forward again, it's white. Is it genuinely because he's so far away that it's not gone red? Is that a thing? I guess it must be a thing. But why is it white? No, I'm very confused. It must be a thing because obviously at somewhere like Baku, where the track goes close to each other, obviously you might get red proximity arrows all the time, but you don't really get them. So there must be a limit to how far away a car needs to be in order for you to get a proximity arrow. But I don't know. Let's go see Ryan's POV. 2 laps. Oh yeah, they're 2 laps right now. Wow.
10 gifted. Send me your PayPal.
All right. In the mail.
Here you come. Cars.
Oh my god.
He doesn't get red either. He actually judges that really well. He's got ultra wide, hasn't he? I was about, if he didn't have ultra wide, this is some of the best driving you'll ever see for P15. That is judged very well. All the stick I'm giving Ryan, but that is judged very, very well. Even with an ultra wide, that's I need to watch it all the time. Even with an ultra wide that we can't see, that's judged very, very well.
Oh my god.
Very well. They just leave Ben's asking for safety cars.
I've just dunked you. I've dunked you. You've been dunked.
Been dunked. B-boy dies. Oh dear. There was lots of yellows. I'm honestly really surprised I wasn't a safety car.
Yeah, I do it all the time, so I am not wrong.
Look out for me.
I've already done it this season, so... Well, fellas, it's been fun.
So 10 laps on the end.
See you later.
Sorry. My strategy relied on this. I called it. 10 laps on the end, there's going to be a safety car. I called it, right? And it didn't happen. How is this not going to lead to a safety car, please? This would have absolutely made my strategy cook.
It's been fun.
Good job. Oh no.
See you later.
Are you okay? That was a big
Too far off the track, isn't he?
okay, please.
Oh. Did it happen?
Ah!
Ryan83 just subscribed on
my
Twitch.
God.
Thank you, Ryan.
Because there's a VSC.
Wow. And I'm also amazed it didn't get upgraded. Because you're allowed to stop on track now. I think, did Ryan not stop on track for this?
Hey.
No, he's telling one of
All the time.
Well, fellas, it's been fun.
Oh no.
See you later.
That's a great POV.
Okay, caution, caution.
Oh.
But I guess the problem is these guys are 2 laps back. They're never getting their 2 laps back. But look, he stops.
It's still a virtual.
He's not on the racing line. He's not on the racing line. I think that's what it is. He's not on the racing line.
Yes.
Three cards?
God.
Three
because-
cards?
Because there's a VSC, we can cause one.
You
So
can if you want.
Yeah, I've stopped. I've stopped.
I've stopped.
He's off the track.
It happened. Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh! What? I've just realised this is the safety car, but because they were 2 laps back, I was 2 laps in front of this. I've been shafted. I've been absolutely shafted. My strategy cooked, man. I knew it. Now, what I will say is, it wouldn't have actually made a difference to my race. I would have restarted the race P4 on mediums. It would have been the same. I would have had, what, 3% fresher tyres. It actually made a difference to me in the end because we wanted to be on the softs at the end desperately. So actually, it was a strategic mistake for me to actually wait that long to go to the mediums because the softs were the tyre to be on at the end. But them being 2 laps down completely threw me. I think I even waited an extra lap for this exact reason. I waited being like, but everyone might not be on the lead lap, and it's generally speaking lapped cars that cause safety cars. So I'm gonna wait an extra lap. And it was 2 laps that needs to wait. Very good. Very good. As I said, it actually didn't make a difference in the end. Although, actually, it would have put me ahead of Ben. No, would it? No, because I was behind Ben. Why was Ben so slow in the pits? What? Hold on a minute. So hold on a minute. I'm very confused. How long is the safety car? So I box on end of lap 47, right? So like I said, I go a lap longer than I would have initially liked. I then box to mediums. I do lap 48. And then it literally comes at the start of lap 4, or half, yeah, first sector-ish of lap 49. So I don't even get a single flying lap on these tyres. So I've undercut these guys, but obviously I don't get long enough to factor it in. So before I box, I was what, just behind Ben? Yeah, directly behind Ben, just behind these other guys, right? So I would have been P4 when I came back out. And then somehow, after the safety car, I'm still just behind Ben. Were they really slow? How the hell have they pit on the safety car while I haven't? And I've ended up in the exact same spot, despite the fact they only did 4 sectors. Were they really, really blown a delta? Let me see. Let me see. I need to see this. Maybe rim.
My eyes.
Wait, we've got a. It's actually clip in a second. I want to see the safety car stuff first. Hello. Why is the stream so long after? They must have been way over their delta when they pit. Surely that's the only explanation. Yeah, because also there was a huge gap behind them. No, they weren't.
Delta on your dash.
Look.
If this gets upgraded,
Hold on,
I'm
something
done,
must
bro.
happen here. Because there's a 10, actually, before the VSC, there's a 7-second gap. Well, okay, between Ben and Meraki, there's a 3-second gap.
Right, drop your speed.
He's right on his delta.
Too low, and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
But as they pit, there's only a 3-second gap between Ben and Meraki. There's still 3 seconds, though. I've got no idea how the hell I came out ahead of these guys then. Absolutely no idea.
The 3 seconds is
interesting. Anyway, whatever. All right, moving on. All right, let's watch the actual clip, shall we? You think their delta was extra slow? Maybe. Weird.
okay. Just turn in on me then.
Back. What is this, please? What the hell is this?
Turn on me then.
What is this, dude? And you know what? This is exactly what I was talking about for early in the race. Early in the race, it was just about judged well, but I still didn't like it. Remember that? Even though it was technically clean, I still didn't like it. And this is why I didn't like it, because it's not always well judged. It's entitlement. It's disrespectful. Like, hello? Tell me Krim as what do you call it? Reported this. I cannot believe this. This is the worst I've ever seen Ben do it. I am dumbfounded. Honestly, I think looking at this, if you're just joining now, you want to think, oh, Krim's gone for a brave move there. It's a bit late, isn't he? He's gone for a dive bomb. He smashed into Ben.
Okay, just turn in on me then.
He still gives him room in the next corner. Come on, push him off. No, push him off. It's too fair. I would probably have pushed off, but 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Classic.
But that was just so bad. I cannot believe that. I'm sorry. I don't care how much of a Ben Daly fan you are. I don't care how much you hate me, hate my racing, love Ben's racing, think he's the best driver in the world, and you defend him to the end of the earth.
Okay, just turn in on me then.
You cannot... You can.
Okay, just turn in on me then.
I got so angry I muted my mic. I haven't got any more words. I think my screaming to the pillow was probably all I really need to say. We're just going to watch it one more time. We're just going to enjoy it one more time. Do you think Ben thought that because he's not streaming he can get away with more?
Okay, just turn in on me then.
And Krim was so fair with him in return. Do you know what? I'm gonna say it right now, and I'm gonna say it in public, and I'm gonna say it way before anything happens. If Ben ever does this to me, I'm dragging on him and cause him to lose 5 seconds. I'm gonna give him an instant on-track 5-second penalty. So if that's me now in the future.
Okay, turn in on me then.
Now I'm just gonna come across on him and I'm gonna brake. And I'm gonna force him to lose time. I don't care. Even if it gives me a penalty in the future, I don't care. This is so bad. This is so bad. I hope Crim's reported. He better report this.
Okay, just turn it on me then.
But Ben's in chat right now, so he's heard it. I'm telling you now. If he does this to me in the future, I'm self-policing on track. All right, I'm telling you that right now. That's it. Only create series, not a 2-player career. Absolutely, absolutely. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. What's let's hopefully lighten the load here. What is this? Fastest lap of the season? Is he actually going fastest lap?
Our batteries, everything's dead. Everything's fucking dead.
Wait, is he wait. I want to see this full lap. What, Scotty? Come on, Scotty. Yeah, fastest lap. Come on. I tell you what, I don't want to end this on what we just saw. I want to end on Scotty Designs getting fast lap. He's got 18% tires and lots of battery. I don't think he'll be able to do it, but we're going to cheer for him anyway. Come on.
Do everything we possibly can here to try and just get a good lap in.
Come on, you got it, Scotty. We want to end on a high. Want to end on a high, Scotty. Scotty! Oh. Keep going. You still got it. You still got it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Keep going. You got it still.
Died trying to go for the fastest lap.
No, have the negativity. Still keep going. You're still on for it. So there's only a few tenths. You can make it up. Come on, Scotty. You got this.
Go on, Karim.
Don't give up.
Win.
Come on, Karim.
Yeah, get back on the battery. Come on.
Come on, Karim. Come on. Come on, Karim.
Come on, Karim.
He's going to get it, chat. He's going to get it. I believe in him.
That's my goal. Please. Yes. Yes. That's my teammate.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's getting fast up anymore. I think the spin was fine. The weaving. Nah, he's mudded it. He was on for it then as well. He was on for it.
Fifth?
It's wild, by the way. The game doesn't factor in the penalties, isn't it? It literally gives Karim the fastest lap. Oh, sorry, the win.
Yeah.
Gives it him here, even though the game knew full well he had penalties. That's absolutely incredible. All right, anyway, guys, that was the Clipbook today. Interesting one today, actually. Quite a lot to look at. Quite a lot of different things. Quite a lot of variety today. I quite enjoyed it. We had a bit of funsies. We had a bit of like analysis stuff. We obviously had incident analysis. Yeah, good fun. I enjoyed it today. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Don't forget to drop a sub or follow if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys for Creator Series this weekend, which is going to be my last race of the season. Unfortunately, I'm missing the finale because I'm down in Cornwall on a bit of a walking holiday. So looking forward to that. But yeah, the next race is going to be my last. I'm not even sure what track it is. But hopefully we can finish well. But the most important thing is to have fun. Keep it positive. That's what I'm going to be doing for my final race of the season. Because definitely don't want to be a moaning myrtle like I was for COTA. Anyway, guys, catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Right, there we go, chat. Oh, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to head off, go get some dinner. I think Nels cooked some meatballs, pasta and meatballs. Hell to the yeah. Sounds absolutely incredible to me. Gillon valid reaction. I think they've already clipped my pillow scream. They've already clipped my pillow. I'm not going to rewatch it again. Oh, incredible. All right, so, yeah, that's it, isn't it? You're a meatball? Yeah, true, to be fair. True. Wait. There you go, chat. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. I will catch you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for 2-player career, assuming Ben can still do it. 5 p.m, Ben? Can we do 5 p.m. tomorrow? I'll catch you at 5 p.m. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.